Hi, my name is Faith Lindner. I'm in Computer Science 111 at Texas A&M University, and today I'm going to teach you about cross-stitching and how to cross-stitch. I picked up cross-stitching in July of 2022 whenever my best friend and soulmate, my kitty cat, Beezus Marie, I have a tattoo, passed away, and I needed like a distraction. And because I was like, oh, obviously very upset. She was my baby and like my best friend since the 4th grade. She had congestive heart failure, and she lived a year longer than she should have. My dad's a vet, and we saved her for a year. Her aorta in her heart wasn't pumping as much as it should, so it caused all the fluid to build up in her lungs, and so it would be really difficult for her to breathe. So we would have to take a butterfly catheter and a 60 ml syringe and poke it between the 13th and 14th rib and drain her lungs. And she was on like all sorts of medication, but she had a very happy life. Sorry for that tangent. Anyway, so this video is for like an extra credit assignment for our class. One of the requirements is to teach a video or to make a video on something that we do, or like a skill that we have, or something like that. So yes, today I'm going to teach you how to cross stitch, and I'm going to be filming this like on my lap because I don't have a phone stand. So I'm going to like put it like on the edge of this table and like film it. So yeah, I'm going to teach you how to cross stitch. I'll include some pictures of all the cross stitches that I've done in the past. I've done a lot of cross stitches. Ever since that I picked it up in July of 2022, I haven't been able to stop. I had to take a big break during the school year, so I haven't been cross stitching like at all because I've been ridiculously busy. But this is the one that I was working on before my break. So it's like some sort of anime character. I think it's from One Piece. It's for my roommate's boyfriend and my friend Paul. This was his request for a Christmas present. I still haven't finished it, but I've made a lot of progress. So I'm gonna show you guys what to do on this one. So let me switch camera angles really quick. Okay, so I feel kind of insecure having this on my lap, but you know what, that's okay. So I'm gonna show you how to close off a stitch, or like a thread first, because this thread is done. I've used it as much as I could. So I'm gonna show you how to close this off really quick. If I can get it threaded, my hands stay shaky. But yeah, so you're gonna put the thread in the needle, and then you're gonna put your needle under a couple of stitches. This is hard to do in my lap because it's a lot better to do this on a flat surface. But you're gonna put it underneath some stitches, and then you're gonna pull it through. And that is gonna complete your thread, and so it doesn't, lose the stitches. So now, let me grab a new thread. Sorry, I have it on here. So let me grab this new thread, and I'm gonna use I think it's like B5200 DMC. I think that's the title of it. But yeah, I've been using DMC threads, and I'm also going to show you how to read a pattern. So I'll show you the pattern in just a second once I get this needle threaded. You have to take out 2 strands of the thread. There's usually 6 strands, but this one already has 2 because I use the other ones, but it usually has 6 threads in a strand, and you take out 2 of them, and this is what we're going to use. Hopefully you can see all this. Can you see it? Okay. Oh my gosh, my fingernails look dirty. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna thread this needle. And let me show you the pattern just a second. I have to lick it. I'm sorry, I know that's gross, but that's the only way I can get it to thread. So yeah, now we have our needle threaded. I really hope you can see all this. I can't see what's going on. So yeah, let me show you the pattern. So can you see this? Hopefully you can see it. So each of these is a stitch. So like, let me show you. So see all these white spaces? Each of these squares is where you're gonna put a stitch. oh shoot, I didn't finish that stitch. Sorry, I haven't done this in a while. But I'll show you how to start your thread and make a stitch. So all of this needs to be filled. All of these spaces right here, like all these squares, is where a stitch needs to be for the white. So that's what I'm gonna do. So first, you're gonna start at so each of these, do you see these squares in the Aida cloth? So each of these squares is where you're gonna put a stitch. So you're going to put the needle in the bottom right or left corner. Sorry, don't know my lefts and rights. And you're gonna pull until there's just like a little bit of string left. And then you're gonna put it at the top right corner. And then the bottom right corner. And this is where you're gonna catch the thread. So you're gonna pull through, and you see this little loop that it's creating? So this is the loop, and you're gonna put this piece of thread, here, let me stabilize this. Okay, you're gonna grab this piece of thread, and you're gonna make sure that the loop catches it. So there we go. I did that thread a little long. Let's redo that. Let me restart. Sorry, I'm like, haven't done this in a while, and I'm like trying to teach at the same time, so it's a little difficult. So you're gonna do the bottom left corner, then the top right, then the bottom right. Then we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna catch the thread. So I like to do this. I like to pull it through a little bit more so that I just catch the end of the thread. So there we go. And then you're gonna pull. And there you go. So now you can start stitching. So then you're gonna go to the top left and complete that stitch. So there you go, there's your stitch. And you're gonna keep stitching. I need to fill this whole smile up where the teeth are. Man, I'm a little rusty. Oh, what is this thread? I'll fix it later. Okay. Don't know where that thread came from, but you're gonna keep going. Okay, let me pull this through more. Okay, there we go. So you're gonna keep doing the squares, your little cross stitches. So we're gonna go bottom, left corner, top right, bottom right, top left. And there's your stitch. That's how you do it. And let me fix this stitch really quick. I didn't finish this stitch. I didn't know I didn't. But yeah. And let me go back to the pattern really quick. Oh, these little things are called hoop huggers, and they just hold the fabric for you. And of course, this is an embroidery hoop. And this is a 14 count Aida cloth. It depends on how big you want your pattern. Like there's an 11 count that makes it bigger. There's a 16 count that makes it smaller. And you can do it on linen too. But so, yeah, each of these squares is one of these stitches. So like, here, let's see. So like this, let's see, this square is right here. So this place right here is a stitch. Do you see that? It's just like, yeah. So hopefully that made sense. Hopefully you could see everything. Let me check the video. But yeah, that's how you cross stitch. Okay, I checked the video. You could see everything. This is so like sketchy, but so yeah, that's how you cross stitch. There's a lot more to it, like framing your cross stitch, that kind of thing, but that's the basics. That's how you get started. I should have probably started on a new pattern to show you how to start your pattern, but that's how you stitch. So yeah, hopefully that made sense, and hopefully I get bonus points for this video.